Welcome to Survivor NSFW. We are casting the U.S. versus Australia season Survivor. We're just doing the U.S. part. I am joined, of course, by Wendell Holland. This is post season 40, but anyone that's watching this now that hasn't finished season 40, it's done. We know the winner. We all that. We're not going to discuss that just in case because we don't want to spoil it for anybody.
Correct.
So there might be a congratulations here, there might not. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the fact that Wendell Holland is now apparently a referee of some kind.
Yo, roses, man.
You're a rose referee. That's nice. I am Team Dirty Harry.
Yes, that's my guy.
Yeah, so I've already defected to the other tribe.
Okay, all right.
Okay, but you do know why he's got that.
The toothpick?
Yeah.
Why does he have it?
For the U.S. survivors that have the toothpick. That's his homage. He loves U.S. Survivor.
Really?
That's his homage to the U.S. Survivor.
I love it.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, that's his whole deal with that.
Much respect, man.
Respect. And right back at us.
I might have a survivor or two on my list that rock the toothpick, so I might get some respect from Dirty Harry.
There you go. So, all right. So the way we're doing this is we each have so Australian Survivor is cast of 12 people tribes for the all-star format. So we're each picking 6 females and 6 males that we think would be good on the cast. So we're going to alternate one after another. If we have a person that, if you say one, it's just like, hey, they're on my list, they're automatically in our 12. And then afterwards, we decide if we don't have matches, we debate and figure out who gets those spots. So I have my 6 and 6. I also have 2 alternates for men and women.
Fairplay. I have, if you look at these notes, I have at least 12 alternates for fellas and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5 or 6 alternates for the ladies.
Okay, so if you could pick 2 alternates, let's start with the ladies. Let's start with if you could narrow it down to 2 alternates, who would be your number 2 alternate?
Okay, my number 2 alternate will be someone that you love dearly. And let me preface all this by saying, I'm kind of a newer student in the game, so
sure.
I'd like to represent for my newer school folks, and also I think that the game has been it's heading, it's a new school players game. You heard Probst.
Well, I heard Probst. I mean, because it's a fair fight, 12 versus 8.
I mean, there you have that explains it. That might be the reason, but so I do have a lot of new schoolers. So I will go ahead and start off. I will take this person as an alternate, as opposed to being in my top.
Yes.
5. You love her
6.
to death.
Top 6.
Top 6. I'm sorry. Yeah. Top 6. Yeah. You love her to death, Chrissy Hoffman. Let's go.
I'm cool with Chrissy. She's not on my list, but I'm cool with her. I mean, she just I love her as a character. I think she's amazing. She doesn't like me personally, and I don't think she's that strong. I mean, like, I peek behind the curtain, as we like to say on Survivor NSFW. I have my list of 6 and my real list of 6 and 6 are, I feel, 5 strong people in 1 week on the guys, 5 strong people 1 week on the girls.
What do you determine as weak, per se, especially in going against
just not a fucking beast like all those motherfuckers on Australia? Yes. Yeah. Every fucking one of them.
All right, cool.
So anyway, Chrissy's not on my list because I didn't find her strong enough, and to be my 1 week person, she ain't my pick.
Fair enough.
Okay.
All
right. So my alternate, number 2, Sierra Amazing.
Sierra Amazing. Sierra. Yes. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, she's a solid alternate. She's not on my list, so
Yeah.
but she's a solid alternate.
So she's strong. She's a bigger girl.
She's taller than everybody.
Yeah.
I was looking up to her when I met her at the whatever finale.
Okay.
Edge of Extinction finale.
Yeah. So and she's a beautiful girl. I mean, like if you look at the casting of Australia, there's two things they're looking for. They're looking for monsters and beauty.
For sure.
So and they have it in spades.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So Sierra is my alternate.
There's actually one other thing that they don't cast.
Oh, what is that, Wendell?
I don't know. Maybe we'll get to it.
Oh, okay.
They're gonna cross off a whole lot of my cast.
Yes. Okay. So your number 2 alternate male.
Okay. Wow, because out of the males, I have 1,000 alternates. All right, let's go with. I guess we'll go big and strong. You know what? I'll keep it new school. I'll go with Aaron Meredith.
Aaron Meredith, not a bad pick. I honestly feel that in the U.S., 39 has such a stink on it.
Yeah.
That they're not going to revisit it. I think if they were to, I think there's potentially one exception. I don't think Aaron is that guy.
It's who would you say?
We'll get to it.
Okay.
I don't want to blow my load. So it's my number 6 person on one of my lists.
She.
We'll see.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. So Aaron Meredith, not as I said, there's just that stink of 39
for sure
that I know the U.S. isn't touching. That Australia might not care, but I could see them being, no, we don't want that stink either.
Okay, so I got another question for you, Mr. Fairplay.
Yeah.
Are we thinking the tribe that would do well, or the tribe that I haven't put myself in my 6 or my 12, so I'm not in it. I think that this group would do well against these people. But if I were in it, then I would say, you know what, maybe I need some other people that would fit better.
I would not be adverse to putting yourself in it.
Yeah. I want to be in. In it. But
okay, well then we're casting this.
I'm this okay, all right.
Okay.
I just wanted to keep it humble because
Yeah. No, fuck that. Is that why you be humble on an imaginary podcast? This is real.
Okay. Yes. All right, cool.
Okay. So my number 6 or my number 2 alternate guy is Chris Noble.
That's my boy.
Did you expect him to be on my list?
You know, I didn't necessarily expect him to be on your list, but he's certainly on my list for sure.
Okay. So he might. I mean, so he's not. It's not an official spot in our final 6, but he's right there. Because if he's in your final 6, like I mean, he's as close to like when we go to debate, that's as close as it gets.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Yeah. All right, so we're not really debating just yet.
No, not yet.
All right. Respect for that pick. Respect. All right. So I'm going my male alternate number 1 now.
No, your female number 1 alternate.
Okay. My female number 1. Let's go with Nat Anderson.
I like that. We're good. So, my female number 1 alternate, Stephanie LaGrasso.
Good choice. Very good choice. She was just outside of my alternate. You know, I had a big list, but
yeah, the only reason she's an alternate for me is just the age.
That's another question of mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they don't mind an older woman cast on Australia's Survivor, but I mean, I just feel that the deck is stacked against us. So I mean, we just need to
we gotta come correct.
young and hungry. So, but still represented across the board.
All right.
So
another reason why my list kind of skews towards the newer school, but I do have a couple old schools on it.
Okay, so your number one alternate male.
Okay, and we're just going with a big guy right now because
Sure.
I'm going to go with James Clement. If that knee is acting right.
I love James. I mean, James and me, we've done some things in Japan, Wendell, that I cannot talk about even on the Q&A.
Oh, wow. Jeez.
So I've done some things with James in Houston I can't talk about in the Q&A.
I'm sure you got Fairplay, man. You're the guy with all the stories.
I try. Honestly, James is not on my list because as there's I just have people higher than James, and I get it, as he's right there below my alternate, but he's not quite there.
All right, I was just remembering this massive guy that is to look at. If those beasts from Australia are looking across and see him, they're like,
he's not a bad one. I mean, I could easily be talked into him. I just feel the rest of my list is stronger.
All right.
So we'll see. So, but I love James, and like, I mean, I remember the first time I met James on Micronesia. Like, I walked up and I was just like, "What do you do for a living?" And he's like, "I bury people," and I'm just like, "But what's your profession?"
Yep.
So that's some strong shit right there.
Yeah.
So I love James. Okay. All right. So now we're down to the real deal. Your number 6 female.
All right. My number 6 female. Let's go with wow. All right, I'm gonna go with a Ghost Island pick. I'm gonna go with Morgan Rickey.
Oh, the what, SeaWorld?
Yeah, the killer whale instructor.
I love her as a person. I mean, she's top 20, one of my favorite survivors ever. I mean, so awesome. Not that great at TV. And
I play to win, fair play.
I understand. I don't have a problem with that pick as a for the reasons that you're saying it, but I'm still trying to make a good television show.
Fair enough.
So not on my list. So, but I love her.
Her bubble was burst in episode 3 though, or 4, right? So
yeah. I mean, there's still fruit on the vine, but I mean, I don't know.
All right.
I think there's a lot more to her in real life than I saw on the show. A lot more. And it's just like, they got so little. It's just like, maybe there's not a lot to work with TV wise. So that's okay. Not everyone was made for TV, Wendell. It's okay. All right. My number 6 female, and she's actually not even my number 6, but I'm moving her here because of an earlier statement. Natalie Anderson.
Okay.
Is in my top 6. So
okay.
Absolutely, positively. So, and do not be surprised if you see her on the challenge coming up.
Really?
Yeah. So, she's great.
Wow. Yeah. She's a great competitor and a great player.
Yeah. So, and she's good TV.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I cried when she cried on Edge, was that episode 3? When Ethan almost died.
That must have been episode 3.
Yeah, I think it's So no. So, but yeah. So that puts her pretty close to our final list. So she's your alternate and she's my number 6.
Okay. Yeah.
So
all right.
Okay, so your number 6. Did I not? Hold on. I didn't do my last male alternate.
I think you're right.
Yeah, my number one male alternate, Ben.
Ben Drewergen?
Yeah. I don't know if you know this.
But Ben's a military vet. Well,
he served on HSMil. Did you know that?
I didn't know that. It was a wild guess.
Yeah, no, Ben served on HSM's military. So,
He's the war hero.
So the only reason he's an alternate is I don't want too many winners.
Yes.
So I mean, like, I have my like I'm trying to. I'm casting a big net here.
Yeah.
So, but Ben, if he's down, I got no problem with him being there, and he's a big boy.
He's a big, strong boy. He's on my list, not on my top list, but he was one of my, 15 guys.
I mean, like, if it's one of those, you guys go fight each other challenges, I like Ben in a fight.
Oh yeah, he'll die out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not walking away. No, either. Yeah, he's gonna go hard.
Yeah. So
I realized that when that first challenge on Winners at War.
Yeah. So no, he's legit. So yeah. Okay. So your number 6 guy.
So I'm gonna have to swap myself out for someone now.
Yeah.
And that's tough. That's tough. I'm gonna do it for somebody. All right, so I'll go. I didn't have them in order. I just have my list, but I'm gonna do them in order. So I will start with my boy Rick Devens.
You got Rick Devens?
I have Rick Devens.
Yeah, Rick Devens is not on my list.
All giant people. Rick Devens is good at some things, man.
Yeah,
Great on TV.
I get that, and I think he's great TV. I mean, if I'm picking one weak dude, he ain't my dude.
You keep on saying weak, man, because I have more than Rick Devens as the not physically gigantic people. I have about 2 other folks. You think that won't cut it on the season like that?
I don't think so. Have you watched Australian All-Stars?
But man, I got one guy that's, man, some of these guys got it up here.
I understand. I mean, there's still puzzles, but they have a lot less puzzles on Australian Survivor.
This is true. But there's also strategy, like my boy Nick.
I got it.
Nick from over there. Nick from Australia.
Yeah, Nick's strong.
He's strong too, but he's not the biggest guy in the world.
No. I mean, he's strong at puzzles, but that's your one weak guy. That's the only weak guy. If I'm Australian Survivor, that's the only weak guy I cast.
Yeah. Okay. Especially to go against the best of the U.S.
Yeah. So if I'm Australian Survivor, I definitely cast Nick.
Okay. And we're playing on their turf. So it's a lot of their challenges.
He knows their puzzles.
Yeah.
They recycle puzzles over there. So do we.
All right. So I'll stick with my guy Devens.
That's fine. I don't have a problem with the pick because he's a lot bigger than you think he is.
Yeah.
Like on people watching at home, he's bigger than you think, but he's just so, and he's athletic, but still, he ain't on my list. My number 6, Tommy Sheehan.
Okay.
He's big Red's a big boy. He didn't get a chance to play the game he wanted to play on 39, but he played the game to win $1 million, and good on him. I got no problem with that. I mean, I thought it was a shit season. I thought it was a shit winner, but that's okay. I ain't hating.
Yeah, I heard you guys podcast with him, and then like in the next episode, I heard you and Matt talk shit on him.
Yeah, I like Tommy Sheehan, and I would like to see Tommy Sheehan unedited, and I think in the Australian format he could be, and I look forward to what he could possibly do. But as far as big boys, that's a big motherfucker. I want him on my tribe. He's
gigantic. He's strong. He's a great athlete. Great at many athletic things. So yeah, he'd be great against them.
Yeah, and he's smart.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I
need a ginger out there.
Anyway, yeah, I mean, that. I mean, because they have lots of diversified things. Oh, we'll see. Okay,
yours. If you want us to go out there and compete against them,
yeah,
making fun of their Policies is not the way to do it.
Oh no, we're casting a big net, Wendell.
Yes.
Casting a big net.
Yes.
Yes. So you're number 2 female,
Okay.
or you're number 5 if you're
Yes.
working your way up.
I'm going. Yes, number 5 female. Another one that you're gonna question me for, but I'm gonna take this lady. I'm gonna take her, and I'm gonna stand behind her. I'm going with Nora.
Whew. I
Go
get
ahead.
it. She's good TV. She's physical. So I haven't met her in person, so I don't know how physically imposing that she is.
Nora's
What's that?
a beast.
Okay. I don't have a problem with that pick. And honestly, I mean, like, this is, we could, the person I'm going to say, I think would be her equal. And so we could debate between the two of them. Allison Raybould.
Allison. Okay. Yeah.
So she is a challenge beast, proven. And she's smart.
Yeah, she's very smart. Wow. I saw her when I was scrolling through names, and I didn't pick her.
So
Good pick.
And she has I think she's very pretty. So I mean, she's not stunning, but I think she's a pretty girl.
Yeah.
So
She's a pretty woman. I agree.
yep. So anyway, I and fuck that. She is stunning. Allison, if you're listening, I think she's just beautiful. I like it. It's my eyes for her are no secret. So,
We know. Fair play.
yes,
Your
yes.
eyes. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So all right. Your number 5 dude.
Okay. So this is when I'm gonna put myself in place of someone that I had.
Sure.
Can I do that?
Yeah.
Tell you whose place I'm taking.
You can tell me whose place you're taking.
All right. So I'm gonna take Christian Hubicki's place.
Oh Jesus! Well, thank God.
Hey, this guy, first and foremost, you know how smart he is, and he's also great television. We're making a TV show. He's a great.
I got it.
And lastly, the dude is strong. He has that. I'll use a wrestling term, internal fortitude. That like you saw him up there battling for 5 hours against Alec.
That's fine.
He has his little biceps and his little triceps.
I'd punch that dude one time, he'd cry.
Fair play. I don't know, man. All I'm saying is, I just tagged him out, so now he's not in it anymore.
Well, I assure you, he's not on my list.
All right, fine. But again, I have. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so I honestly, I was at Allison's watch party. Is that blood? Are you drinking blood to prepare for this thing?
Yeah, I got you, man. I'm ready.
I'm sure they do. I was at Allison's watch party for the episode Christian was booted, and it's the only place on the planet that was cheering with me. Like I'm like, oh, this is perfect because I'm so happy, and so are they.
Oh man,
so, it was great.
He can't win Survivor, but because of who he is, I'd say kind of like almost like a Zeke not being able to win Survivor because of who they are. But I think I would like him on my tribe.
Okay, so yeah, he's not on mine. I don't like him.
Right. Anyway, I subbed myself in for him.
Sure.
So
So my number 5 dude, Jonny Fairplay.
He wasn't your number 5.
Yeah, he's my number. Well, I got my weak people out early. So yeah, this is my one weak person. I think this character is good television. I think he's good at he's better at challenges than you think. And I'm okay on the puzzles and stuff like that. So I mean, I would cast Jonny Fairplay on a US versus Australia. I mean, you have Dirty Harry, the Australian equivalent. You do the US version.
For sure. I would cast you.
Yeah. So
even though you're not on my list.
I'm not on your list. Oh Jesus.
I took you and I out of the equation.
Oh, but you put yourself back.
That's too much advanced mathematics, man. I don't know.
Oh, well then I fucked up because you're on my top 6.
Cool.
Okay. Well, all right. So my next pick, what's gonna be? We'll get there.
All right.
Okay.
So
So your next
women?
female pick.
Okay. You?
Yours.
Okay. Sydney from
She's a
Corrupt.
beast.
She's a beast.
She's a beast. Not on my list, but I got no problem with that pick.
And she's brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, she's very sharp. And
Yep.
she's
Nope. I got no problem with that pick. You can talk. I could be talked into that pick.
all right.
Okay. My next female, Twyla.
Twyla.
From Vanuatu. She's got a mullet.
Okay.
I could see the Australian TV people liking that. And when I did Celebrity Fear Factor with her, I was just like, I don't really think this is fair because like every team, like, it was like the Miz and Trishelle and Jonathan Baker and his wife Victoria, like every team, it was like, guy girl couples, and me and Twyla was two dudes.
Come on.
I did say that on the show. With Twyla beside me. And she hits very hard.
Yeah, I bet she does. All right, then. All right, I could be talked into that.
Yeah. So she's like, when it comes to those one-on-one fights, I wouldn't mind seeing like Twyla's like a Ben, like that hint of redneck that goes a long way. I mean, like if you've ever seen a redneck fight, like you gotta. Like they just get their ass beat, and it's just like I ain't done. It's like, but you should be.
I understand.
I like that.
All right, yeah, no, you have it in here or something, and
yeah,
way up
no,
here,
maybe not there.
That's a good recipe, I guess, for these kinds of things.
I think it's a good recipe for Australian Survivor.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
So,
okay,
your next dude.
Okay, let's see. So we're going to number 4. I know we're going to strongly agree on one person.
We'll see.
I'm not going to even say his. You know what? Nope, I'm not going to even say his name.
Okay.
So 6, 5, 4. You know what? Number 4, I'm going to go with Mike Holloway.
You know what? I don't know why he's not on my list. I think the only reason is I can tell you why. I didn't want to overcrowd it with winners, and I only have 2 male winners on my list, and Tommy Sheehan's one, and my next pick is my other.
Yeah.
So,
okay, that works.
So that was, I mean, like as I said, like I'm trying to, if I'm not worried about winners, then he could easily bump somebody. But if I am worried about overcrowding it with winners, and I felt that Australia was worried about that. They only sprinkled in some winners, and they were early boots.
Yeah, they got out of there early.
Yeah. So
okay, I have a total of 3 winners if you include myself.
Okay, guys and girls.
Nope.
Okay. All right. So my next guy pick. I haven't talked to him recently, but I follow his Instagram, and man, very colorful. Wendell Holland.
Hello! Who is that guy?
I don't know, but if you look at his Instagram, man, that guy, he's polarizing, apparently.
I think he is, man. It sounds like he's either doing something right or something wrong. I don't know, man.
Yeah, and apparently Nick Wilson gets mentioned every other comment for some reason. I don't get that because I didn't think it was Nick Wilson's Instagram. I thought it was yours.
Nah, that guy, that's my buddy.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's my buddy.
So now I got you on here. I think you'd be a great pick.
Thank you. Is it just because you love me? Just because you're in love with me?
Well, there's that, but I mean, I would if I'm casting this, if I didn't know you, I'm casting you.
Okay.
So, I mean, I think you're a strong competitor. As I said, I want this to be strong, and I don't know if you've noticed, but like You look a lot like Childish Gambino.
That's what they say.
Just saying. So I mean, because I don't know if you noticed, Australian Survivor not extremely diverse.
Not a lot of brothers on that cast.
Not a lot of brothers, and so I think it's just like if there's any worry or concern, you'd be like, hey, Childish Gambino's cool. Yeah, well, this is close.
We can tweak him on there.
Yeah, so I'm trying. I'm doing all I can on my. I like.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
It's like
all right,
me and Jericho.
Yes. So your next female.
My next female. What number are we? So we've done. Okay, 4. So number 3. 6, 5, 4, 3.
Yeah. You're 3.
Yes. I'm gonna go with one. Kelly Wentworth.
Not on my list.
All right, fair enough.
I kind of feel she's overrated.
Think so?
To me. And honestly, I've never met her in person, and meeting her in person could easily change my mind, because there's a lot of people that I'm just like, and then you meet them, they're just like, whoa, there's a lot more there. As I said, and Morgan, I just, as a person, I'm just like, man, she's a really awesome person, but I didn't think she was great TV. Wentworth, I don't really think is great TV, and I don't know her. So I'm just not on a personal level convinced.
I'm not so much on a personal level with her. Maybe it's just me being a recent fan of the show. So it's like Wentworth is one of those characters that made some noise.
Yeah.
For Prime.
Yeah. She's not on my list for anything ever.
Okay.
Just so this one, she's probably not on your list, and you're probably gonna guess wrong when I say her name. So I have Michaela, but Michaela from Philippines. Yeah,
so she used to date somebody, right?
She dated Russell.
Yeah. And
then she just did Eco Challenge with Rhino and some other famous. It was they had another famous person on their team. They just did Eco Challenge in Fiji. That'll be, I think it's gonna be on Amazon.
Oh wow.
So to do something like Eco Challenge, that's legit as fuck.
Yeah. Yep.
All so right. and and if you saw her, I mean, she's the temptress. And they like a hot girl. She's still hot as fucking balls. She was in Playboy, and she's apparently still a fucking physical beast.
Okay.
I like that pick. I think they like that pick.
All right, then we'll take Michaela.
Yeah. We'll
take Michaela. What do you think about the other Michaela?
I like her. I just think it's confusing having two Michaelas.
Yeah. Like you wouldn't know which is which.
I mean, I don't like any season that's two people with the same fucking name. I'm just like, you couldn't save that person for the next fucking season. Like Pearl Islands, you had Rhino and Skinny Ryan. Do you think Skinny Ryan liked being called Skinny Ryan? Because I can answer that. The answer is no, and he's now Fat Ryan because he hated it so much.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah.
So, and do we want Michaela, and are we picking an adjective for whichever other Michaela? I don't think we should do that either.
I don't think so.
So.
All right.
I do like White Doug on The Hangover though.
What?
White Doug on The Hangover.
Oh yeah.
So, I don't know. We can do. Is it White Michaela bad? I feel like it's not good.
I think they'd be fine with it on Australian Survivor.
Possibly. All right, your next dude.
My next guy. So number 3 guy. I'm gonna go with Chris Noble.
Okay.
Yeah. From my perspective, man, Chris Noble, as he and I were on the wrong side of things he and I were going against each other the whole time he was out there. I guess by means of me being allied with Dom, I was going against Chris Noble pretty much the whole time. That being said, when he is standing next to you and fighting with you, you have this feeling like you can overcome anything, because this guy, he's a beast.
He's a beast, and he's still going to be dwarfed by like a Loki.
He will, but when Chris Noble is swimming against anybody, Chris Noble will win that race. When Chris Noble is throwing against anyone, he'll win that race. If he's jumping against anyone, he'll win that jump.
I'll take it.
He told me something like he was training to be an Olympic swimmer. And Sebastian, he's a fish. Morgan, she's a fish. And Chris Noble was the fastest swimmer on our tribe.
Wow.
Like this man, and then his arm, he was like a semi-whatever baseball player. He can play basketball. Yeah, Chris Noble, as the only thing he can't do
is rap.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have three dudes locked in on our male cast. We have Wendell, Jonny Fairplay, and Chris Noble.
Cool. Sounds like a good tribe if you ask me.
I mean, I got no problem with that. So,
I know we're gonna agree with the guy.
Okay, my next dude, I went old school on this one, and I can tell you that I've done autograph signings in Australia and New Zealand, and I did their version of Comic-Con. We had 80,000 people, and it was an amazing. The first year I went with Jerry Manthe, and I know the year before that, Big Tom went with Lex, and they were gods over there. And they do appreciate the early season and see them as Survivor royalty.
For sure.
I got Lex on my list.
Good pick, man.
He's a big dude.
Good pick.
He's deceptively big. So, I don't like him versus Lockie, not so much, but maybe old Custard Arms.
Lex is a solid pick, big, strong guy. I saw what challenge did I see? What's the guy's name? Tarzan or something over on Australian Survivor. There's a Tarzan.
No, there's Tarzan. They're Rupert. See, what's called Matt Rogers is their Lex.
True. Okay. Yeah.
So, and he's a small like Lex is actually bigger than their Lex, Matt Rogers.
He is, but didn't Matt play rugby or something?
Oh yeah. He's a tough motherfucker. I mean, that he is Australian redneck. That dude, you will have to kill him to stop him.
Yeah, man. All right.
I love him. I didn't want to. That's the opposite of the player that I like, but I was all in on Matt Rogers.
Oh yeah.
I just like that heart.
For sure.
It's real heart, not bullshit heart.
Yeah. That guy, he's the real deal, man. I like him.
And so as with matching me up with Dirty Harry, do you like matching up Lex with Matt Rogers?
I like Lex a lot, but I don't want to see them fight each other.
Okay.
Lex is bigger than him, but geez Louise.
Yeah. Rugby's rugby.
Rugby's rugby, bro.
They don't wear shit.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but I like Lex for our squad. I like Lex a lot.
Okay. Well, he's there. All right. Yeah. So your next female.
Okay. This is number 2.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with Sophie Clark.
Yeah, not even close. I don't even want to hear your reason.
You want to hear my reason?
No, I don't.
Yo, I might not. She's a tough cookie, man.
Have you seen my new Sophie shirt? There you go.
I get it, man. I get it.
Exciting, huh?
I agree. But when it comes to competing, I'm telling you, man.
I got it. No way.
I'm telling you. Now, what I will say is we could swap Nat Anderson in there for Sophie because that was my number 1 alternate. Because Nat Anderson, if you're wrestling or something, obviously Nat's gonna win that. Yeah. Okay. But Sophie's my number 2.
Okay, so female. Let's go ahead and put Natalie. She's made the final cut.
All right, sorry, Sophie.
Sorry, Sophie. Yeah, you're out. Your tribe's spoken. So, my next, number 2, Sarah Lucina.
Good choice.
So, I mean, I'm not saying she's a tough female. I'm saying she's a tough human being. She ran 7 marathons in 7 days on 7 fucking continents. How many motherfuckers on the planet in the history of the world can say that?
I'm not saying she's a tough female. I'm saying when I was on DeCall 1.0, I told everyone that she's the strongest person on our tribe.
Yep. Yeah. So I would love to see her battle some of those Australian, male or female.
Tough, man.
Yeah. Give her Jericho. So yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Is Sarah Lacine on your list?
For sure.
Okay. So can we just go ahead and move her into the finals on
100%.
Okay.
She's my number one.
Oh, okay. Well, she was my number one, but I was saving a surprise for my number one.
All right.
Okay. All right. So your next dude.
All right. So I'm just gonna go.
Your number 2 dude.
All right. I'm gonna put this guy. All right. I'm gonna make you mad with my number 1, so I'm gonna go ahead and go with my number 2, who you and I will both agree on.
Yeah.
John Hennigan.
Ooh. He can't. I don't even have him on my list because there's no way WWE lets him go for 60 days.
I hear you on that. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
No. I would be there with you in a heartbeat. Yeah. I think it's no possibility. He was working for TNA at the time and they're just like, "Yes, go do something to be famous." Like anything makes us look better.
Oh man. Yeah, so but if he wasn't with the I didn't know he's with the WWE.
He's tag team champions with The Miz.
Okay, well that'll do it.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, he's a tag team on SmackDown on Fox. He's on the Big Show. He's tag team champions. He single-handedly beat the New Day and the Usos at WrestleMania.
Okay.
In a ladder match.
Okay. Now, I haven't watched in 2 decades, but the last ladder match I probably saw was Razor Ramon and I think Shawn Michaels in a WrestleMania.
Yeah. That's a great match, but they do a lot crazier shit now.
I'm willing to bet they do.
Yeah. So no, I love that pick, but there's no way. So not even a possibility. So
he would do good. He'd do great.
He would do really well. So okay, my next one. I'm guessing you probably have this guy on your list. Joey Amazing.
I have him on my big list, but I don't have him on my top 6.
I think the game of Australian Survivor was made for Joey Amazing.
He's good at everything, and
he's good at everything. He's a big bitch. So,
is he good at wrestling type stuff?
I don't know, but I wouldn't.
He might be squirrely.
You're whoever your number 1 Australian badass is, you throw Chris Noble against him. Your number 2, you throw Joey Amazing and roll the dice.
I like it.
So
I like it.
So yeah. So I mean, Dirty Harry even said that guy's final 5 on any season of Australian Survivor he's ever cast on.
He did say that.
No problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's strong.
Yeah. Okay. You're gonna despise my number 1.
Is that what we're down to? Your number one female?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But you know my number 1 female. Officer Sarah Lacine.
Oh yeah. Okay. So Sarah, so she's already on our list. And my number 1 female, Sari.
Really?
Yeah. She was the number 2 person I put when I started my list. The first name I wrote was Sarah Lacina. The second name I wrote was Sari.
Wow. I like it.
I think Australia will fall in love with Sari.
You think so?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I wouldn't be shocked if Sari moves to Australia afterwards and becomes fucking Parliament.
I love Sari. I love everything about her.
Yeah, that's my 1 week pick, but I mean, look at Sharn.
Sharn is a winner or second placer?
Second placer.
Right.
On her first season.
Yeah. So yeah.
So I mean, but I think Sari is just as tough as Sharn and just as strong as a player as Sharn.
I agree with you.
So I would like if you're looking for Sharn's matchup, I think it's Sari.
Yeah, I like that.
So.
I like that. I
Didn't
guess
see me going there, did you?
not at all.
Number 2 name of all.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's solid. I'll take it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Your final dude?
My final dude.
Oh boy.
Don't hang this conversation.
I mean, I got the button ready.
Don't hang it up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that this guy is a lot smarter than he is strong, but he's strong. Okay. I'm just gonna leave right now. All right. My number one, because my number one is Yule.
I don't have a problem with Yule, but he's not on my list.
Okay.
But I could be that one I could be talked into. He is a beast.
Yule won't be talked into going on the show, probably.
Yeah.
If they found a way to get Yule out there, Yule, man.
Yeah.
He does something for camp life in that he just keeps you smiling at all times because you're kind of like smiling with and at him.
Yeah.
But he's also very strong, and no one's smarter than Yule. He's a sharp.
Well, he agreed to go to the first Fans versus Favorites. So it's not like he's been telling them no all this time.
Okay.
So I don't know how many other times they called him. I know when they did call him for Fans versus Favorites, what I was told was he was a red herring that they didn't want to use. They thought he was a TV dud.
Okay.
And I think he's proved them wrong on season 40.
For sure.
So.
For sure.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that pick. My final pick, Ozzy.
I was thinking of Ozzy.
Yeah. So I think it's Australian Survivor. He's Ozzy.
Yeah.
I mean,
yep. For sure.
So he's a challenge beast.
Yep.
He doesn't have the size, but I think you match him up on the smaller stuff. But
he's got the heart.
And he's got the swimming.
Yep.
And hanging on a pole, which is there's a lot of that. So I don't know what kind of shape he goes into it. I mean, he could probably see as I'm just gonna get fat because I'm gonna be there for 60 days. So I don't know. But I think he's a Survivor icon. Mm-hmm. And so all right, so let's narrow down our 6 dudes. So we have 3 spots locked in. Wendell, Jonny, Chris Noble. We're in agreement on that.
Yes.
Okay, so who do we give those other 3 spots to?
So you had name your other ones: Ozzy, Lex.
I have Ozzy, Joy Amazing, Lex, Tommy Sheehan.
Yep.
And
you.
Me, yeah. Well, I'm already on the list.
3, 4. You had you and me. So that was your 6.
Yeah.
Okay, so I had Yule, I had Devins, I had me in the spot of Christian Hibicki.
Yeah, well, that you'll never talk me into that.
Johnny Nitro, who is not going to be there.
Yeah, not a possibility.
There's you, and I had Mike Holloway.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's talk this through. I'm willing to let go of a couple of my guys.
Sure.
I can because he's not a big strong threat, I can go ahead and get rid of Devins right now.
Yeah.
Even though I think he has many other assets. And
I agree. I think he's great TV. I think the physicality is going to set the tone.
Mm-hmm.
So.
All right. And we're going to cross out Hennigan because he won't.
He can't do it.
All right. I got Yule and I got Mike Holloway.
Okay. I got Joy Amazing, Lex, and Ozzy.
And Tommy.
And Tommy Sheehan. That's right.
So we need 3 more people out of these 5.
Yeah. Out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out of 6. Okay.
All right. 3 out of 6.
Yeah, that's easy.
Let's do it.
All right. Of all these people, I think I really like Tommy Sheehan just for the sheer fucking size.
Big guy, athlete, likable. Great
Winner.
TV.
Winner. I mean, like, I don't want to flood it with winners, but he is a winner, and he's just a fucking big bitch, man. And I think you have to have that to go against them.
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
Is he almost like Rocky?
What's that?
Tommy is bigger than Chris Noble. I don't know if he's stronger than, but is Tommy Arlaki?
He might be Arlaki. So it'd be nice to have a fucking Locky, I'll tell you that.
Oh, for sure. What's that other guy's name? Is his name Zach? The other gigantic guy over
there? Yeah, just as big.
Zach was even stronger than Locky.
Yeah. So
we need Hennigan.
I know. Hennigan's not all right. So our next so we're thinking, if we're thinking size, Joey Amazing or Mike Holloway. I think Joey Amazing. And I'm just scared once again of too many winners. I don't want our fucking stupid fucking US cast going, well, let's get rid of the winners.
Y'all better not. See, you're gonna walk out there with like 2 winners, and y'all are gonna easily pick me and Tommy off.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. I love Mike Holloway.
I do too. So Mike's not necessarily out, but can we agree on Joey Amazing?
Yeah, we got to.
I mean, as I said, I don't even think he likes me as a person. So it's not like, I'm padding my fucking deal.
Yeah, no. I got you.
I mean, I have said such horrific things about him on my podcast. And he heard, like, I met him at Hearts Reality. Like, I spent 2 days of purposely avoiding. I mean, like, we were within like 2 feet of each other multiple times. And like, I purposely I'm facing this direction. And like, finally, like day 3, like his mom's just like, Joey grew up liking the bad guys. I was like, oh. And so I was just like, hey, Johnny Fairplay. He's like, yep. And I was just like, I've heard your podcast. And I was like, we good. So I don't know how much he's heard, but he heard enough.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and I preface everything I say on the podcast. I'm just like, look, this is not based on the human being. This is based on what they're presenting us on television.
For sure.
And I'm trying to make entertainment here. I mean, if I just sit there and go, I'm sure they're all great people, that's a shit fucking podcast.
I agree.
I mean,
if you take the Wendell approach.
Yes.
I like him. I like her. Yeah, great person.
Yeah. All right, so we got Joy. So we have Wendell, Jonny Fairplay, Chris Noble, Tommy Sheehan, Joey Amazing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6 spot. You like Yul, Ozzy, or Lex?
Yul, Ozzy, or Lex? I like Yul, Lex, Ozzy.
In that order?
Yeah.
I just like the possibility of Lex versus Matt Rogers.
I don't want to see our boy get
killed
out there.
I mean,
what happens is I'm gonna see Matt Rogers doing some things to Lex. Then I'm gonna have to try to jump in and save my boy. Then I'm gonna get my ass whooped too.
All right, so are we saying no just to save his life?
Man.
I mean, the strikes against Mike or the strikes against Yul and Mike are, the winners. So Lex and Ozzy are non-winners. We don't want to flood it with winners because we know they don't.
Between Lex and Ozzy, who would you pick for this last spot?
I'm cool either way, but I really think I like Lex better. I mean, because they like the Tarzan character, they like the Matt Rogers character, they like the older person.
Yeah, Lex is an older dude, but he can still get down, and he's a good looking guy. He would be good out there. I
mean, he's when Lex was on the podcast last week, there was a lot of people on Twitter that were just like, look at Grandpa. And Lex wrote me because he was just like, man, he's just like, what's this grandpa shit? I'm just like, I know there's hundreds of girls with daddy issues that have no problem with grandpa right now. I'm like, oh, they're sending me messages about your ass. And he was like, I still got it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Lex. Yeah. I'm fine with Lex instead of my boy Yul, but I do hold Yule. I do hold Yule up there, and Mike Holloway.
I do too. I do too. As I said, I'm just trying to think like they think, and kind of like we. I could give you a dream palette that is just like, well, they wouldn't like any of this shit, and they would never, So it's just like, I'm trying to, when I cast the Legend season and potential, I'm just like, what are they thinking? And that's what I use to make my template.
So. You put your producer hat on. I get it.
Yep. So, all right. Females. We got Natalie and Sarah Lucina or locks. Who are you fighting for? What about can we put Sari in as a lock? You have a problem with that or no?
No, I don't have a problem with that.
You cool with that one?
For sure.
Okay. I mean, she's fucking Survivor royalty. As I said, I think Australia falls in love with her. So, I think she becomes of the U.S. cast. I think they hate us when they see us, and then they're like, well, I don't care for those Americans, but I like that Sari, all right. But they would not do it with a redneck accent. They would do it with the Australian, which I don't know how to do. So, all right. So who are you fighting for next?
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and cross off Wentworth.
Okay.
Okay. That leaves me with Morgan, Nora, Sophie, and Sydney. I'm gonna go ahead and say, out of those four, I feel like Morgan and Nora are kind of similar.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I really like Sydney and Sophie for strength and brains. So one might even consider them kind of similar too. I'm gonna go with Sydney. I'm gonna fight for Sydney.
I'm cool with that.
All right. Sydney. Who do you have? You have
Twyla, Michaela, Allison.
Who else did you have? Who did you have?
Sarah. She's already on there. Here, okay, I could just actually look right here. I have Sari, Natalie Anderson, Michaela, Twyla, Allison, Stephanie. See, I like Michaela just because I know what they're looking for. And she's fucking tough.
Okay.
And I would fight for Allison Raybould, but you could talk me out of it.
Okay. All right.
So right now we have locked Natalie, Sarah, Sari, and Sydney.
Yep.
That's 4. So we have 2 open spots.
Yep.
I don't like Sophie.
You don't like her because she's plain blah vanilla what?
I don't think they cast her.
Right.
I mean, I like they have a type.
Okay.
I mean, like Shawnee is not the most on paper doesn't appear to be the most athletic girl, but that's apparently not the case. She can and social game, she might be the best player in the history of Survivor.
Yeah, I agree.
So, but I don't see Sophie as being the American Shawnee.
No. No way. I wouldn't say Sophie's social game is.
Yeah.
I would just believe she's a beast and she's brilliant. So, okay. Well, I have Sydney, and I said that Sydney and Sophie, I think they're kind of similar in that they're both very strong and very smart. So I'll take Sydney. I'll cross off Sophie, even though, man, oh, man.
I got you. I understand the fight. I just, I'm trying to look through their lens.
If they don't have any puzzles, though, I mean, then we're fine.
I'd rather have Dr. Allison on. Dr. Allison is comparable to Sophie on a puzzle, and I think she's better looking and more and a million times more athletic.
All right. I'll take Dr. Allison over Sophie for sure.
Okay.
I wouldn't say a million times more athletic.
Okay, that's fine.
She has a more athletic build, but
sure,
we'll run around whatever.
I got you. I mean, I know you're secretly in love with Sophie. I get it. I mean, you know, you date one winner, you date another, I guess. I mean, just kick it, whatever you do. You guys are really cute at the reunion special. I like that. That was a fun. That was a fun moment. I like that. That's my favorite part.
We still love each other, clearly.
Clearly. So, all right. So who do you have on that last spot then?
Okay.
Are you cool with Michaela, or do you want to fight for somebody else?
So I would be fighting for Morgan, Nora, Chrissy Huffback. No, I'm all right with Michaela.
Yeah, right? Yeah. I mean, just knowing what they're looking for?
Yeah. Okay.
So here is, I don't think anyone would ever guess this, but I think that they would be cool with this list. And do you want to change something?
Knowing what they cast for.
Yeah.
Would they be okay with our ladies?
I think so.
Cool.
I think so. Yeah. I think there's some beauty there.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
They're all beautiful.
Yep. Okay. So our female 6 are Allison Raybould, Michaela, Sydney, Sari, Sarah Lucina, Natalie Anderson. That's a strong fucking squad right there.
I'm ready to go to war with them.
Okay. And then our dudes are Lex, Joey Amazing, Tommy Sheehan, Chris Noble, Jonny Fairplay, Wendell Holland.
I like it. Guys.
Are we strong enough on guys?
We're pretty strong. Like Tommy, Joe, Noble. Yeah.
I mean, it seems like they have more strong guys on Australian Survivor, but you're thinking about 2 tribes of guys. If you whittle them down to 6 fucking guys, they're not going to have all 6 monsters. You're going to have a Nick and you're going to have a Dirty Harry.
Yeah. Why didn't I have someone on this list that I can't believe that I didn't mention?
Who?
That should sub someone out.
Okay, who?
Dom Abadi.
No. He's not a monster.
I'd take Dom over anybody except for Fairplay on this list.
Okay. Well, I'll fight for mine.
I can't believe I didn't mention him.
I know.
But anyway,
I can't believe you didn't mention me on the Entertainment Weekly article, but to each his own.
There will be more, my friends.
So, I think, like which caught. All right, so let's just real quick, but before we say goodbye, all right, Dirty Harry is a lock, I think. Nick, I think should be a lock. Luke Toki, I think is there. So that's 3. Matt Rogers.
Yep.
Golden God, I think he turns it down.
I could see that. Where do you go from here?
I know.
If you're a Golden God, where do you go from here?
Yeah. So he's in John Hennigan territory.
Yeah.
All right. So Lockie. And then who's their next dude?
Should we put Tarzan in there?
Gosh. Please, dear God. I think Tarzan's the best person they can put in here.
We keep playing. He's a strong fool. That man. All right, you keep playing. All right.
Oh, don't get me started. Tarzan made me cry.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like Tarzan talking with David in the water. I literally cried for like 3 minutes. And I'm just like, I hate this motherfucker.
Yeah.
So it's just a good season. So I don't know. I think we flushed out a few of those guys. We won't do their entire job for them. But Wendell, Thank you. This was really cool.
Thank you, man. I had a good time. I know I surprised you with some of my picks.
No. I did not want us to have the same people, but I did want us to have some common ground.
Yeah.
And I think we did that.
Yeah, and we selected a pretty solid group of UFC.
Yeah. So people can find you at Wendell Holland on all social media and also at Beeve Unlimited.
Yes, sir.
And you got some pretty fresh basketball goals.
Yeah, somebody ordered 25. Well, we have 25 ready for someone who was supposed to pick them up today, but he's coming in the morning.
Wow.
Yeah, and then we have a bunch that we're just mailing out. We mailed 3 out today, and yeah, these things are flying.
I love those black rim ones.
Yeah, maybe I need to send you one, Fairplay. You need
That's just fresh as fuck.
Yeah, all right. I got your address.
I get those girls. Get those girls throwing some hoops.
Yeah, I need some nice layups. You got to get Piper practicing, man. Is she still hooping?
Well, I mean, no one's doing anything right now, so.
not.
Have they closed your parks to where you can't hoop at the parks?
Yeah, I've seen photos of like them. They screw wooden boards up there, but
yeah,
I have drills, so I can unscrew them. But
I have drills.
I drive around with multiple drills in my car. But yeah, they lock down all parks, man.
Yeah. So no, it's crazy. I mean, you know, I'm glad that we're getting through this, and I appreciate you for joining me. You know, on the heels of season 40, it was an amazing season. Great stuff.
Best season of all time.
I don't know. I have to. I think I need a few more days to process it.
You got to process. I get it. Yeah. So do I. I'm still processing.
There you go. So, but you know, no spoilers. Congrats, or maybe not. So, thank you, Wendell. And let me. I'm going to stop this. And I'll keep you on here for a second. Everybody, thanks for watching. This has been a fun one.